Hello students and welcome to this new video. This new video is a part 10 video of our session 8 in unit 2 web applications. In the previous video we have studied about how we can turn off different add-ons in private browsing sessions in Internet Explorer browser just by using the Internet options dialog box. We have seen how we can turn off different add-ons and toolbars and extensions, and now in this video we are going to see just by using the same Internet options dialog box of the Internet Explorer browser how we can change the security settings in the browser also. Okay, so I will again remind you that this session is about internet security and we are studying about different aspects of internet security in this session. So now we'll start with the how we can change the security settings. Okay, so first of all, what we will do for this, in the internet option dialog box we have to select the security tab. As you can see here, what is there are 7 different types of tabs in the internet options dialog box. There are 7 tabs which are general, then security, then privacy, content, connections, programs, and advanced. These are 7 tabs, and every tab is having several separate set of controls and options for doing the settings. So for security settings, where we have to go? We have to go to the security tab. Okay, as you can see on the next page also it is shown. You can see here this security tab is shown over here. So here you can see what is there. Actually the different websites which are accessing on the internet, we have divided it into 4 different zones. Okay, depending on the type of website and what is the security involved, we have categorized them into 4 different zones. The most general category is the internet. Internet is having those websites which are the most general and are of the most are having the most general settings which are neither very unsecure nor they are very secure. So we have kept them in the most general category, which is the internet zone category. Okay, this is having the medium to high settings for that. Then we are having the local intranet. Local intranet means what? Intranet means what? An internal network of any organization or any network. So if there is any website or any resource which we have kept on a local intranet and not on the internet, then for that what we can do, we can place it within the local intranet category. It will be that resource which is on a local network and not on the internet. Okay, then within the trusted site zone, what sites will come? Those sites on the internet which are very trusted by us and which are very secure, which you consider to be very secure, those sites we will put under this zone, which is the trusted site zone. Okay, then the last one is the restricted sites. Restricted sites means what? Which either those sites which are not very secure, or those sites on which the content is such that we are imposing some restrictions on the users so that they can't access all the content, that are known as the restricted sites. Okay, so in this way we have categorized all the different websites on the internet into these 4 zones. Okay, so every zone, for every particular zone we can apply different types of settings also. Different types of security settings can be applied to different zones. So first of all, how will change the settings? First of all, we have to select a zone. Okay, first of all we have to change to customize the settings. First of all, you have to change settings for any security zone. Yeah, and that for that you have to select the zone icon. Zone icon means what? Any of the 4 icons you have to select. Okay, either internet or local intranet or restricted sites or secure sites. Out of these 4 you have to select trusted sites or restricted sites. Out of these 4, and any one of the icons you have to select first. Okay, after that what we will do, and then move the slider to the security level that we want. So you can see a slider over here on the slide bar. A bar is shown over here and the slider is sliding up and down. And what is the slider doing? The slider is used for adjusting the security levels. Okay, if you move the slider in the upward direction, it means that you are increasing security to very high. If you are moving it downwards, then it means that you are decreasing the security level. Okay, so here we have maintained the slider at the medium level in the slide bar. So you can see, because it is at the medium level, so what is level of security here? It is medium to high. Okay, because it is very appropriate security for this zone. Why? Because the main 3 features of this type of security is that it is appropriate for most type of websites. Okay, it also prompts before downloading any potentially unsafe content. Any content which is unsafe, it will prompt you before downloading that, and any unsigned ActiveX controls will not be downloaded. ActiveX controls are JavaScript controls, okay, which can modify the content of the website. So if all of sometimes ActiveX controls are also used for installing unwanted software and other activities. That is why if any ActiveX controls is not unsigned, it is not signed, means it is not verified, then any unverified ActiveX controls will not be downloaded by using this medium to high type of security. Okay, it also enables you to use protected mode for your browser. So these are the different settings over here. Okay, what you will do, just by moving your slider up or down, you can change the security level in your for the selected zone, okay, that we want. Then the next one is your security settings for creating our own security settings for a zone. Now what it is telling, that for creating our own security settings for any zone, what we can do, we can select the zone icon and then select the custom level and choose the settings that we want. So you can see what is there. First of all, we have to select the zone icon, whatever zone we want, and then we have to select the custom level button. You can see that what is there, the custom level button is shown over here. Okay, you have to click on this custom level button. Then what will happen, a new dialog box will open which will have a list of different options which you can use for customizing your security settings. Okay, so just by clicking on this custom level button and then choosing this from the different options available in the custom level dialog box, you can customize your security settings also. Okay, then for restoring all security levels to the original settings, all security levels means what, all the security settings in all the different zones. If you want to restore the settings in all different zones to their original settings, then what you can do, we can select the reset all zones to default level button. Reset all zones to default level button is shown at the bottom here. So you can see in the security at the bottom of the security tab is the reset all zones to default level button. Okay, you have to click on this button. Then what will happen, the security level of all zones will be reset to the default level. Okay, whatever change, whatever customization you have done, all that will be reset and it will again come to the default level. Okay, after you have done all the necessary changes, you have to click on OK to finish editing and customizing your settings, finish changing your settings. Now we go on to the next topic, which is to delete the browsing history, save passwords and cookies on your browser on your browser by using this internet option dialog box. Okay, now what you can do, first of all, for that, in the internet option dialog box, you have to click on the general tab. First of all, which tab is we have to go to the first tab, which is the general tab here. You can see that the general tab is the first tab here. Okay, it is shown here over here. What is there, you can say different sections are there. The one section is given for the browsing history also. Okay, you will notice that the browsing history checkbox is unchanged. Okay, this means that the browser is configured to save passwords for websites automatically. So you can see there is a checkbox over here for the browsing history. So if this checkbox is checked, it means what, that the browser will delete the browsing history on exit. But if it is not checked, then what it means, that browser is not deleting the browsing history on exiting. When you exit the browser, then the browser will not delete the browsing history and it will be saving the, it is configured to save the passwords and browsing history for the websites automatically. But what will happen if you want to if you don't want to save the password, then what we can do, we can check this checkbox and we can select this checkbox. Then what will happen, as soon as we put a tick mark over there, then the browser will not, then the browser will start deleting the browsing history on exit. Okay, and after that, what we will do, first of all, we have to click on the delete browsing history on exit checkbox. Okay, but where we have to click on the delete browsing history on exit checkbox. Okay, first of all, you have to select that, we have to put a check mark on that, and then what we have to press the delete button. Okay, what we have to do after that, we have to click on the delete button. As soon as you click on the delete button, then what happens, the delete browsing history dialog box will be open. Okay, the delete browser history, delete browsing history dialog box is shown over here. What is there in this delete browsing history dialog box, different types of options are shown, different types of records are shown which we can choose to delete. Okay, like for example, what is there, the different favorite information about the different favorite website data is there. Favorite website data means what, that data which is from our favorite website which we are accessing very frequently, that will be stored here. Okay, the different cookies and temporary internet files are used for storing the data about our favorite websites. Okay, that is the favorite website data. So if you want to preserve that data, you will check the checkbox, you will select this checkbox, otherwise you will leave this checkbox unchecked. Okay, then the temporary internet files is there. If you check this, then temporary internet files will be deleted. Then similarly, there is a checkbox for cookies, history, and then form data is also there. If you check this form data, then what will happen, all the form data which you have saved in your browser, that will also be deleted. All the information which you have saved in your forms while filling any form, that will also be deleted. Then password for passwords and in private filtering data, there are two separate checkboxes which also have to be checked if you want to delete these types of passwords and in private filtering data. So whatever information you want to delete, you have to select it by selecting the appropriate checkbox for that. Okay, and then after you have make your selections, after you have chosen the data, then we have to click on the delete button. Okay, as soon as you click on the delete button, then whatever options you have selected, those options will be, those portions of the records of your of a browsing data will be deleted permanently from your browser. Okay, now select or click on the checkbox as shown and press the delete button. Then what, as soon as you press on the delete key, then all the various options which you have selected for deleting, those will be deleted from the browser and the computer. Okay, wherever the browser has stored them, the browser will delete all of them, all those files from your computer system. Okay, now then our next topic and the last topic is about clearing and deleting the browsing history in Google Chrome. So Google Chrome is we have seen how we can delete the browsing history in Internet Explorer. Similarly, similar steps, not exactly similar, but a very similar set of steps will be followed for deleting the browser history in all types of browser made, whether it be Mozilla Firefox or Google Chrome or Safari or Apple or Opera or any other type of browser you want. See, the steps will be slightly different, but the basic settings will be the same. Okay, basically the same type of work we have to perform in all the type of browsers. Only the type of buttons which you have to click, that will be different in all the different types of browsers. Okay, the option which you have to choose in Internet Explorer will be different from the option which you have to choose in Google Chrome, and it will the Google Chrome options will be, or the steps will be different, slightly different from the steps which you have to follow for deleting the browsing history in Firefox and other browsers. Okay, so it means that what I want to tell you that similar, the steps are basically the same, only the different options which you have to follow in the steps, these are slightly different for all the browsers for deleting the browsing and different types of data stored by the browser. Okay, for deleting the browsing history and other information, we have to follow different steps in all the different type of browsers. Okay, so for Google Chrome, what we have to do for clearing or deleting the browsing history, we have to first of all we have to open the Google Chrome browser. Then at the top right, you have to click the more button. If you see the Google Chrome browser, what is there at the top right, you will see the more button, which is shown by the three vertical dots. Three vertical dots are there for the more button. When you click on that, then what you have to do, you have to go to the list of options will appear, and then what you have to choose, you have to click on history and then history option. Okay, first of all you have to choose the history option, and again you have to go to the history option. Okay, then on the left, click on the clear browsing data option. Okay, on the left you have to click on the clear browsing data option. Then what will happen, a box will appear. When you click on this clear browsing data option, then what will happen, a box will appear as you can see in this figure 1.103. okay, what will happen, as soon as you click on the clear browsing data option, then what will happen, this clear browsing data box will appear. This box is there for specifying different options for deleting the browsing data from your system. Okay, like the same, it is very similar to the internet options. It is very similar to the clear browsing data dialog box that we had opened by using the internet options dialog box. Okay, that we have already seen in Internet Explorer. What was there, this clear browsing data dialog box was here also. A similar dialog box will open in the case of Google Chrome also. Okay, what is there, actually only the interface will be different. So what we have to do in this box, you have to choose the different options which you want to delete. Okay, we can set the time range here also, what time for which time range of data we want to delete, whether we want to clear the data for the past hour, for the last hour, then we will select this time range in the drop down list. If you want to delete the previous data for the more range of time, like for the last previous 1 day or 2 days or previous week or previous month or previous year, then we can choose the different time ranges as per our choice from the drop down list by clicking on the arrow. Okay, you have to click on the arrow for selecting the other time range also. Okay, then what will happen, we have to see different options are given over here that fit along with different check boxes. So whatever option you want to delete, that before that type of option, you have to just check the checkbox here. We have to just select the checkbox which is there for different options. Whatever again, before whatever options we have selected the checkbox, all those options will be deleted as soon as we click on the clear data button. Okay, so from the time range drop down menu, what you have to do, first of all you have to select how much history we want to delete, whether you want to delete the history from the previous hour only, or from the previous 24 hours, or from the previous week, or from the previous one. That we have to choose from the time range drop down menu. So time range drop down menu will be shown when you click on this arrow, and it will show you the different options for selecting the time range. Okay, if you want to delete, and if you want to delete everything means what, all the previous data we want to delete from the starting of the browser, when the browser was first installed, when from the time when the browser started working, from the time when the browser was installed and it started working on the system. If you want to delete all the data, if you want to delete everything, then what you will choose, you will select all time. Okay, all time. If you choose the option all time, then what will happen, all the browsing data which has been stored and created on the system since the start of the browser, since the browser was installed, that will be deleted from a system. Then what we will do, we will check the boxes for the information which we want Chrome to clear. See, these are all the different types of information. So we have to check the box, whatever type of information we want to delete, we have to check that particular checkbox for that. So check the boxes for the information that you want the Chrome to clear, including browsing history. Including browsing history also, we have to select the checkbox for that, and then we have to click on clear data for clearing the data from the browser. So these are the separate. So now we have understood that the steps are more or less the steps are quite similar to in every browser. Only what is there, the interface which is provided by every browser and the options which are given, that the buttons on which you have to click in every browser are different. Okay, but the functionality of all the steps, all the procedure are the same in all the browsers. Okay, in all the browsers we are having the same functionality. All the browsers are having the option of deleting the browser history from the browser storage. Okay, from the browser, whatever information the browser is storing, we have the information, we have the facility for clearing and deleting that information as per our choice from the browser's temporary files. Okay, so every browser, whether it is Mozilla Chrome, whether it is Mozilla Firefox, it is Google Chrome, it is Internet Explorer or Safari or Opera or any other browser, every browser is offering as the facility to delete the browsing history and other cookies and other information. Only what is the difference, that the steps which are to be followed will be slightly different. Okay, because the interface is different, the buttons are different, options are different, but more or less the functionality and the type of the type of steps which you have to follow are the same for all the browsers. Okay, the only difference will be in the functions in the interface and the options which we have to choose in the different browsers. Okay, so I hope this topic is clear to you all, and with this topic we have also finished this session also. Okay, so after this we will move on to the next session in the next unit. Okay, till then, thank you. I will end this video here only. I hope you have understood the video. Thank you and goodbye.